Hey guys, Hexy here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a camp that you don't need to defend. I've heard it called the Fortress of Solitude, I've heard it called the Man Cave. I call it the Vault Camp. Essentially, it's a camp that needs no turrets because it's entirely made of indestructible materials, which is to say it's made of foundations. So as I walk around the camp, you'll notice that, again, it's all foundations on the outside. The only things that can be destroyed on this camp are going to be this basketball hoop and this monument over here. But outside of that, nothing inside this camp can be destroyed. Everything's protected. Man, I'm glad they fixed that cannon. It's so cool now. Anyway, the only entrance to my camp is going to be through this stairway. Now, I have the double wide vault tech stairs. You don't actually need that. You can use normal stairs to build this camp. So don't be discouraged by that. The camp has an entrance and an exit, which are going to be these food stations. As you can see, it's going to be the cooking stove, and it's going to be the cooking station. So I'm going to go ahead and take you inside the camp just for a moment. All right, welcome to my camp. As you can see, mobs can't get through, foundations all around me. Because I place these camps on water, if you position things correctly, you can go ahead and have purifiers inside. And to give you an idea, let's see if we can see the water. You see that right there? Can you see it? Like, there's your water line right there. Alright, so it's right above the water line. But yeah, this is my camp. I have some crops growing over here. I don't really need the crops. Crops can be a liability. Sometimes I have one other friend who I helped build a camp like this, and they had mole rats pop up through it, but I've never had any issues like that. Yeah, it's just a normal camp inside. However, it doesn't need any turrets. It's completely defense. You know, it needs not be defended, which is the great thing about it. And in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make it. So, let's begin. That area has rocks in it, and see, there you go. There's the mobs. But this area here, I don't know, it looks pretty good. Let's mess with it and see where we can put our camp. Yeah, we can put our camp pretty nice. Can't we? That's pretty nice. We can get a lot of camp in there. Is there a... how much more can I squeeze out of it? And there we go. Camp's operational. First thing we want to do, find yourself a foundation like this, and it's not 100% important where you put it. I know that doesn't make sense yet. I like to put mine, good, it's going to get rid of all that good. I like to put mine right above the water level. If you do that, when it rains, the water effects will appear on top of your wood, but it won't sound like you're walking through water. It's pretty neat. It's pretty interesting. So slap that there. And then take pretty much anything and put that there. And put a foundation here. Exceeds budget. There we go. That's enough stuff gotten rid of. Alright, so here we go. I have built, this is right above the water surface, and that is perfectly one level up from there. So what we're going to do is hold down E, we're going to blueprint just those two pieces, not the ladder, just those two pieces. We'll create a blueprint and save it as foundation, I suppose. Alright. Cannot remove. Oh, okay. Cannot remove. Cannot remove. Alright, so we go over here to where we began. And we're going to move the camp to... Where was it? Right about here. There we go. Grab that sucker. Move it back here. Now let's go ahead and build the square or something similar to a square in our head. I'm thinking there's a line there. And there's a line here. It doesn't have to be a perfect line. Go to stored. I don't know why you stored that. I'm sorry. I meant to say go to blueprint. There we go. This is the foundation of your camp. Now, the kicker to this is getting it to line up correctly. You can save more pieces, but each piece will be... How do I explain this? You could save several side foundations and several floor foundations here, but each piece you save will become dependent on the ground around it. Whereas, you know, meaning that, like, see the side foundation to the right, it'll need the ground to be like that everywhere you want to place it. Which is no big deal for the one that's in the water, but the one on the side, that is kind of a big deal. Otherwise, you just build this right here, and you have each foundation dependent on this foundation versus dependent on the land around it. Doesn't make a lot of sense when I say that, or maybe it does. Maybe you understood. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice little area. I kind of want to think about this just a little bit more, because a part of me is saying, oh, look at that. Nice. Good. Get rid of all that crap. Part of me saying build the water pumps this area. Yeah. Build the water pumps over here. I don't really have to worry about where the entrance to this place is yet. That's a beautiful thing. You can build your entrance at any time, really. But there's also a great place right here to have foundations and whatever food you want to put in there. So... let's start. You know, that first placement's always a pain in the butt. Let's see if it'll. All right, I want mine to be right about. Okay, so if I move forward with this. Yeah, okay. Right about here. So, and just look at it. Is this gonna work? Well, let's find out. First, I'll go this way. Ooh, look, I can get rid of some of these crappy trees. Not too many of them, apparently. Oh, I could make this right here my entrance. Huh, I don't know why you don't want to connect, but... Oh, that's why. reason I'm kind of shooting out here to the side is I'm trying to get optimal space for inside. That'll be a nice little corner right there, you know, if you're shooting your camp and some plants or who cares. Something up there, right? And I'm gonna maximize the amount of I don't even know if I need you. Do I need you? Nope. Good. How about you? Can I break off your corner? Excellent. Okay, so this will be some dry ground right here. And I could, you know, just look at it, see? You could perfectly walk through this area because there's going to be a roof right here. So you can walk through this area. You're going to have a lot of crop space. Also, this area can be extended out. And for the sake of argument, or just for the hell of it, let's go ahead and do that. Let's maximize the camp size. Interesting, huh? Let me grab this one right here then. We are maximizing camp size. Let me look at it from this angle. It doesn't look right, but I'm not here to make it look pretty. That comes later. I wonder, can you scoot out a little further? Because we want to maximize the space inside. And are you dependent? Yeah. So this is one of those blocks. See, this block here, this block's dependent on that block. And I think these are as well. I've created a dependency. Alright, so this is going to be a little area where I don't like the fact that you can see outside, to tell you the truth. That's kind of weird to me. Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm going to move it in a little bit. Now it says it won't go, however. It'll go. Just gotta know how to talk to it. Look at that. That's a nice little view too. Okay. I'm just checking dependencies. I don't think I can go straight across with this, can I? Nope. I've got to go in one. Which leaves a little space right here to do things with. So right now, I'm just building the frame. Oh, can I get you to? Yeah, just scoot out just a little bit. That way I can put water pumps over here. Not gonna be a lot of water pumps, but yeah, I'll just move where I put the water pumps. That tree got in my way. And let's see. Where do we want to put our entrance to this place? Ooh. We could do water pumps right here. A bunch of food right here. Or, oh nice, water view. Yeah. Or we could actually do water pumps right here. We could do both. Water pumps over there, water pumps over here. Garden over there. What do I get out of this if I do that? I mean, it's space, but it's kind of useless space, so... Nah. Let's see. Well, I suppose you could put carrots up here. If you were into it. So, in that moment when you look down at Discord and you have several messages and you're just like, do I need to respond to this stuff? The answer's no. But whatever. Let's go ahead and get back to what we're doing, which is a lot more fun. Alright. Maybe... Well... Maybe I can put you here. No? That's where the circle... Yeah, okay. Maybe I can put you here. No? Alright. So right now, here's what I'm thinking. Where does the entrance go? Part of me said, hey, let's put it over here. You know, something like... Oh, look at that. I can get rid of that tree that blocks the area. But that's not going to work because the elevation increases right here. I could put the entrance just flat out right here. Doesn't feel right though, does it? It feels like the entrance should be over here. Like, this should be the entrance right here. Because of the way this is designed, you don't want to do a double wide entrance, or else your enemies could actually sneak past that. However, okay, so this is our entrance. So let's go ahead. Put the floors in. I'm going to rip the floors out as I need, as I find it to be necessary. For now, let's just go ahead and make everything uniform. I do this for the people who have OCD. And myself, because it looks nice. My settings are ultra, and look at that shadow just... Let's get away from it. Alright. So that's as far as we can really go on building. Which is kind of nice if you want to keep this, because you'll have direct access to dirty water. And you know how food is. It's like, if you want to make food, you have to boil some water. You can't use purified for the most part. Alright. Put that in there. And none of this is permanent right now. Like, I can just rip it out as I feel necessary. But I'm just trying to see, at the moment, I'm trying to get a feel for how much land I actually have. I might actually put the water pumps right here along this wall. That way you got your water pumps here You got your your food, whatever your food's going to be here. But as I do that, I'm looking at this wall right here, and I'm thinking, a part of me wants to pull this in. A part of me wants to go ahead and take this, you know what I'm saying, and just do this to it. Just pull it in, pull away from nature a little bit, so it feels more, you know, something, right? It feels more something. Okay, so let me move this over here for a moment and put you here. Okay, so this would actually work, and this would actually be better this way because I got a little piece of something, you know, a little piece of something right there. A little piece of earth. And that little piece, oh, you see that right there? You see it? Watch. Here, let me do it in third person. See? Like, I'm pushed into this wall. Oh, by the way, here's a fun thing. I'm pushed into the wall. Check this out. You probably can't see it, but I'm running. Let's see if I can do it to this wall too. Yep, see? I'm running. Walls have some interesting areas to them. So, only place I can go is right in here. You see that? There's walls. So unless a mob comes straight at this right here, which it's never going to do, or it comes straight here, which it can't do because there's going to be a wall there, and that means this is a good entrance. Alright, so you're going to enter the camp, and this is what your camp looks like inside. Let me go ahead and put some stairs in. I prefer the double wide because the double wide leaves absolutely... Can I double wide right here? Yep. Boom. Double wide. And for now, I'm just going to go with, we'll say dark. Darken it up a little bit. Alright. Now the rest of this video is going to be me just building a camp. But as for how you build this camp, that's how you do it, guys. That's it right there. Alright, you've watched me go around and build my perimeter. Okay, just remember. Let me go over a quick blueprint. Remember this blueprint right here? Alright, remember that blueprint? You got to make this blueprint. You know, you put one... You know, on the right there, you see that piece? I put it right above the water line. If you put it right above the water line, when it rains, you'll get the rain effects on your ground. But as you can see, it still sounds like you're just walking around. You'll just have rain effects. It's just cool. It just looks cool. Also, you know, you build that ladder between them so you can get to that foundation. And then, but you don't, when you blueprint, you just save these two pieces. Don't save the ladder. Ladder, stairs, you know what I'm saying. You just don't save the stairs. And then you can do this right here, what I've just done. And of course, like one of the ends, just like I did, you know, you place out one of these foundations right here. You just place it out, smack up your stairs, and there you go. Now you have an impregnable fortress. Mobs cannot get into this. I've never had any mobs getting into my camp. So, one last thing I gotta teach you before I go into complete build mode, and most of you just say, you know, screw this, I gotta go do something else or whatever. Go ahead and make yourself, I'm gonna probably end up with that one, but go ahead and make, say, that cooking station right there. And we're gonna get ourselves a rug, because I'm gonna look under floor decor like I should, and there's gonna be a rug here somewhere. I like this rug, but really for my purposes, let's see. I mean, this one's a little bigger, and that one's smaller. So I'm gonna use this one. Use whatever you gotta use, guys. All right. And you're gonna take your And you're gonna place it on there, and then you're gonna move it over here. Now, before I do it, the reason I'm telling you to put it on a rug is, and I'll show you right now. This wow, look at that. Like, won't let me place it any. Like, this is as close as I can get. You see that? It's as close as you get. And if you're trying to get into the camp, buddy, you can't even see it. You know what I'm saying? You can't even see it. So, grab that baby, put it on one of these, and just bring it on over. Right about there. All right. And then you can see it from the outside. You go and boom, you're inside. Now, same thing for outside. We'll go ahead and put the carpet down preemptively or whatever. Let me get the... I like using this little one. It's just my favorite. And I'm going to scoot it off to the side here. Let me check it. You know, see, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to sit more like this. That way, when I access it from below, I won't be standing on the stairs. You'll see what I mean. You'll see. Most of you already got it. Most of you are already good. I'm just showing anyone who wants to see. And this way, I can put it all the way at the edge right there. And boom, there's your... This is your exit. That's your entrance. So let's go ahead and test them out again. Entrance. It's all good. Exit. It's all good. Now, I will say this. If you looked at my other camp, okay, now remember, see this wall right here? You see that? That invisible wall that I'm running into? If you want to properly get past that, you need to come up on the wall like this. And then you're inside that little area. That way you can get out. You know, you can get out. And you can do it first person or third person. It doesn't matter. Otherwise, you're kind of like stuck in it. So you can't just like run up to it. You have to approach it correctly. There you go. You know, walls are funny, right? Alright, I've been working on the camp for a while now. I've dressed it up a little bit. It's amazing what wallpaper can do, right? But I need to let everyone know how to install water purifiers, because there's a few tricks to it. The first is you need to put the wallpapers up. And then we're going to go over here. Let's pull up some purifiers. Where at? Did I store them? There we go. Let me put down a few purifiers. I like to place just a few of them, so I can just grab them and move them over. It's easier to navigate them. I will say there's an interesting thing about purifiers is you can't just like move it a few inches. It must completely leave where it was before. So anyway, walk up to it, get yourself a good angle on it, which for me would probably be right about here. Just squeeze it over towards that wall. Let's see how good am I? Right about there. And let's see if I can sink it in just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Just sink it in. And that should be good. The first purifier that you put down, that little thing right there, you gotta check it. Check where that wire comes out, because if it's in the wall a little bit too much, it won't connect with the next one over. So go ahead and just try to connect it, and if it connects, you're good. And again, when you do purifiers, you want to go from the left to the right. You don't want to go from right to left. You don't want to try to start on the right, because for whatever reason, the collision on the right is a little bit further away than the left. I know that doesn't really make sense because they, the collision on this one, right? It shouldn't be. This one shouldn't be able to sneak up on it like it does, but it can, which is odd. It can, but it can't. You see what I mean? Like I got these two, and they won't. It's something I've experimented with for a long time. But anyway, yeah, try to get the first one to sneak into the wall a little bit so that you got that wire pretty much where I got my wire, just barely sticking out. And of course, the wallpaper is essential. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Wallpaper. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and slap these in here. It takes, I don't know, it takes a little effort. And if you don't get them all really close to perfect, they don't want to snap. There we go. Then grab this one. Kind of line myself up with it a little bit. Put it in the ground a little bit. Bring it up, forward. And, ooh, oh man, that was terrible. I clicked my mouse so it spun the thing. Oops, no. Right about here. It's such an interesting process. Trying to get these guys to curious why this one keeps turning red and then green. And that's pretty close. Check it versus the wall. It's, I am slightly over right now. What is that, about middle? So I am slightly over. Hopefully though I can just slap these guys in there. We'll find out. Okay, so you and let me. Can I sink it? Ugh. Doesn't look like it really wants to sink any further than that. Okay. Let me jump outside to do the next one, to actually place it. I'll need two more. I have a feeling I won't be able to sneak all of these in this time. I might have to redo it, but that's the price you pay, I guess. Okay. Right about there. Ooh. Gotta be close. I saw some. No. Okay, so this one. Wait. I wonder if I can trick it. Let's pull the wallpaper off and see if I can just slide it in there. The wallpaper. Technically, the entire wall. Yep, I can. And I bet I can trick it into accepting that. So, right about here. Alright. Connect them. Let's see if I can put the wallpaper or the wall back. Wait. First, in order to put a wall back, there we go. There it is. Now I can't access the wallpaper right now, as you can see. Wait, wait, there it is at the bottom there. I could access it. Sweet. Okay. So the camp's all put together. And it's an impenetrable, you know, got the whole vault feel to it. You're in your own personal vault, whatever. But I noticed something. You see this location? You know, a little bit southeast of Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. This is where the Son of Fluffy spawns. Now, Son of Fluffy can't hurt the camp. The camp's completely invulnerable, but this mob, this Son of Fluffy thing, it spawns here, I think every like 10, 15 minutes or so. Yeah, and check that out. Free acid every time. It just spawns over and over again. It doesn't seem to harm the camp. It doesn't even seem to want to attack the camp. It probably doesn't want to attack the camp because there's nothing to attack. It's just a bunch of foundations, as far as you can probably tell. But yeah, this camp location right here has the Son of Fluffy constantly spawning at it, which for those of you who don't get it, this is an acid farm. Just an unofficial acid farm. Because every time you come to this place, I guarantee you every 10 to 15 minutes that Son of Fluffy is going to be right there. Easy kill, easy acid. But yeah, that's it, guys.